Oops. Oops. Up off net. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Up off. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz. A little lion from the Wizard of Oz up off it. All right, man. Look at who we have here. Who do we have up in here today? Jaden, what's going on with you? T, what's going on with you? Chain with ice. Whoops. All right, man. Look, first, I want to say this. Hit the Tyson bell. Did you guys see the press conference? Usman versus Masvidal. That's going to be one hell of a card. And I love that the women are just, out there showing and proving for that card. Look, man, ladies combat sport, well, at least MMA is as entertaining, if not more, than men. All right. So I'm extremely excited about that card. I'm extremely happy about that card. And I want to say this. I was wondering, I know, before I start, I know, okay? I am not the UFC brain that I am as a boxing analyst. I'm the first to admit that. But it's not because I'm not a good UFC brain, okay? But I do know far more about boxing. I just want to ask, okay, is it against the law or against the rules to ask, is there an argument that Usman could be actually better than Khabib Nurmagomedov? Oops, hit the Tyson bell. We can dive into that later. I know it feels like it's against the rules and it's blasphemous and all that. I understand all that, okay? I don't know why. It's not like Khabib Nurmagomedov is Royce Gracie from the beginning, okay? I'm just wondering. Not yet. We can hey, hold on. We can look at their resumes. All right. Now we could just in the war room. And if you guys say, hey, it's not worth the question, or at least ShowBizz adult, I feel that you're at least questioning it. Zachary. How we doing and what have I missed? I see Mary winning with ease. Hey, look, you haven't missed anything. We just started. I haven't even gone on what's going on with the show yet. Biz, is it common to be afraid of one's first spar? I was afraid. I was afraid of being embarrassed, or maybe the guy that I'm sparring against hits harder than me. The first guy I sparred against, he was definitely in the gym since a baby. He was in the gym longer than me. And though I've been training with my brothers and all those things, I wasn't actually in the gym. Come to find out, hey, look, my brothers were hitting me harder than he could hit me. Hit the Tyson bell. Come to find out, I was actually more hard body than I knew. Okay. So don't, be afraid of him per se. Be afraid of yourself and your own limitations. And I think most people are. And that's the black, two sugars. A little Bob Arum in the house. But I'm just throwing that out there. We can look at the resumes or what have you. I don't think I'm crazy. I was just sitting back saying, Usman may be as good as Khabib Nurmagomedov. Hit the Tyson bell. But we'll see. Khabib Nurmagomedov was definitely dominant. I don't even know if I've ever seen him lose a round. Maybe a round, bro. But I haven't seen him lose many rounds. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what's on the agenda today. I'm 15, spar grown men. Yeah, it usually happens that way. Because it's not really your age as much. Honestly, it sounds strange, but it's not your age as much as your experience and what you bring to the table. Okay, so if there's a grown man that's not bringing much to the table, it's best that he doesn't fight a grown man who brings a lot to the table. You may want to fight a teenager who's going to break your nose anyway. I know my son, ShowBizz the kid. His punches are hurting now. Okay, it's not like when he was a little boy. When we throw hands to the body, his punches are hurting now. ShowBizz, I learned a lot about boxing from you. Thank you so much. So let's go through the agenda. I can't stomach Twitter fingers right now. I can't stomach it. All right, I'm going to skip past for the community. I'm going to skip past the Twitter fingers for now. I'm sorry. I just can't. I got Ms. Biz. I'm sorry. You probably got the most fantastic Twitter fingers in the world. I just can't stomach it right now. I mean, off the gate, off the jump, what we have to cover today, it's hard to stomach, but we're going to do our best. All right. All right. Look, let's start here. So Floyd versus Logan Paul, Miami, June 6th on Showtime. I know a lot of you are probably confused. Huh? June 6th? It's June 5th. No, they're saying June 6th. They're not going to compete against Teofimo Lopez, against Kambosos. That Triller pay-per-view fight. I think it's too risque to compete against that right now, especially after Twitter coming off what they came off, just a great weekend. People get the pause mixed up anyway. They may think, oh, it's a pause. It's going to be on Triller. I mean, it's just a lot. All right. Plus, Miami, I guess they're expecting as many people in the venue as possible. The reason why they didn't do it on Fan Mio back when they said in February, when they said they were going to have the fight initially, they moving it to Miami on Showtime pay-per-view. Hit the Tyson Bale. So that's bigger. Okay, so on Showtime pay-per-view, they're talking about June 6th, Sunday. You heard it right. June 6th, Sunday. That's the soft date right now. And they're saying Miami. And I think that's smart. I think that's pretty smart. So we're going to talk about Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, getting 1.5 million pay-per-view. Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos, right? Evander Holyfield versus Kevin McBride. That whole fight is on June 5th. So we'll talk about all those things. Let's talk about Jamal Charlo has Mark Breeland in his corner. Just to tell you guys, you know, I reached out to Mark Breeland to tell him congratulations. Me and Mark Breeland, we're good. We've spoke on a number of occasions. I like him. He likes me. I respect him. He respects what we do in this community. Floyd is whack for this, in my opinion. We'll talk. We'll deep dive into that. But I'm just covering the agenda real quick. So congratulations to Mark Breeland. We'll talk about that, and much love to Jamal Charlo. Okay. That brother, Mark Breeland, just almost got just railroaded. Okay. And there were a lot of people just following an agenda and just getting rid of this brother when there was no evidence against Mark Breeland. And just even now, there's people like, oh, you going to bring that cheater into your good luck? I mean, it's funny how somebody can just say something and stain you. You don't need facts anymore. You could just put that negative. You could just put that in the air and it'll stain you now. And people will follow it because they have allegiance. They're blindly, have an alliance to somebody. Okay. And they will just ruin that brother. Just throw his name through the mud. I'm happy Jamal Charlo. That's why I like the Charlos. They are individuals. They think with their own heads. So I like that a lot. So Mark Breeland has a career. He's coming back with Jamal Charlo. That's beautiful. Billy Joe Saunders says that he doesn't have to change to beat Canelo. He can beat Canelo being himself. We'll talk about that. Rob McCracken, he plans on being in Anthony AJ Joshua's corner for the fight. Floyd Mayweather still going to be there. He's still going to help, but he's not going to replace Rob Kraken, Tyson Bale. That's actually good to know. What else we got? Anthony AJ Joshua is talking about KOing Tyson Gypsy King Fury. I'm hearing that from the UK. A lot of my UK sources saying that they're hearing that Anthony AJ Joshua is going around the UK. Let me know if you're hearing the same thing, talking about that he's going for the KO, that he's going to knock Tyson Fury out. That's beautiful. And then Usman versus Masvidal predictions. And we'll talk a little bit about, hey, is Usman greater than Khabib and Nurmagomedov? All right, man, look, we got 250 people in here. Everybody hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. Let's get as many people in here as possible. If all of you who can hit the like button, because I understand a lot of you don't have profiles, create a profile. Only take 2 seconds. Subscribe to my channel. But everybody who can hit the like button, and get more people in here in the war room. I know it's hard to remember every time you come inside. Let me see what we got. Come inside. Pause. Floyd, get that easy work. USSR, hit the bell. You talking about your boy? That's funny. Canelo would beat Billy Joe Saunders. I hope I'm wrong, though. I hear you on that. Let's see. ShowBizz, what's going on with you? Biz, do you think Triller and Jake Paul are making your job 10 times harder? No, it's making it 10 times easier. Hit the Tyson Bale. I do believe in numbers and I believe in adjusting. Okay, you're talking about somebody who loves the sport of boxing. Listen. Let me break this down for you just real quick. Okay, I did do that video. If Jake Paul is Butterbean 2.0, if he's the new Butterbean, and there were people that was like, ah! Not understanding what I'm saying. Okay, he's better than Butterbean. I didn't say that. Let me just explain the video real quick. What I was saying in the video was Butterbean wasn't on the level of Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. He wasn't Lennox Lewis. He wasn't a pro fighter. He won a tough man contest and they threw him in against a schmoes. They did. You can try to, you can be in love with him all you want, or you could just live in the truth, in the real world. They threw him against schmoes and it was fun. He will beat a normal guy on the corner walking down the street. He just hit too hard for that. And he was too much of a fighter for that. Don't forget, he graduated to mixed martial arts and he was a fighter. Okay. And just like Jake Paul, to me, is a fighter. Anytime you're a millionaire YouTuber and you decide to jump into something dangerous like boxing out pay-per-view in front of everybody, not in the privacy of your own home, in front of everybody. Everybody would love to see Jake Paul get knocked out, and he comes out of his silk pajamas and his big old king size, triple king size bed with a bunch of women decorating his room and anything he wants. I mean, this guy is just one hand in a bowl full of chocolate, the other one's in a pot full of money, and he just, with women under his armpits. And this guy goes from that to training extremely hard and trying to knock somebody out, and somebody's trying to knock him out. He's definitely a fighter. Taylor versus Ramirez needs more attention. Going to be a banger. War. Why isn't anyone talking this up? Because there's a lot going on. But we've brought up Taylor Ramirez. Okay. Clarissa Shields fighting in PFL. Why aren't you talking this? Teofimo Lopez versus Cambosos. Why aren't anybody talking Devin Haney versus Linares? Why anybody talking this? I mean, there's a lot of fights, and really, you're just covering the hot thing right now, and it's just hard to cover everything, especially when you have a family and you're doing things outside, you know what I mean? So I do bring those things up inside in a live stream. But I want to say this about Jake Paul and Butterbean. Butterbean was a fighter. Okay, Jake Paul is a fighter. But Jake Paul would knock out your normal guy. He's not on a boxing level. That's what I was comparing. All right. And I said there's a circus surrounding it. If you look at Butterbean, he was a big, fat, looked like Fester kind of guy. And there was this whole circus around him. Okay. That's what's going on with Jake Paul. That's what I was comparing. Salute to you, big bro. Hope everyone is doing well. Everybody is doing excellent. Thank you so much. Quit with the bail. Errol Spencer, just leave the war room. Leave. Get out of here. Don't try to dictate what I do as a human being. Get out of here. Okay, this is what I do. Okay, pretty soon somebody gonna tell me to turn off the light. Want me to do that too? Somebody gonna say replace the fireplace with something else. Hey, change your haircut. Make your eyes smaller. Change the. Hey, let me tell you something, Errol Spencer. No matter what anyone tells you to be in life, be yourself. Do what you do, and that's the Tyson Bale. Now shut the hell up and get out of the war room. Now listen. When it comes to this fight, okay, what up, Biz? Blessings from Santana household. Much love to you. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather, all right, it is different. It's different. ESBC, I know y'all watching. Ask Sonny Liston. Let's go, my man. Victory has defeated you. Now listen, and that's the Black Two Sugars, by the way. Make your eyes smaller. You know what I'm saying? People just sitting back dictating. Hey, what you doing with your life? Shit, but you do what I say. Like, get out of here. So many people try to tell me not to do what I ended up doing, and it's gotten me pretty far so far. So always trust in yourself. So listen, when it comes to Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. First of all, I was just asked, does it make my job harder? It makes it easier. Okay. I am a boxing historian, a boxing analyst. I love the sport. I'm passionate about the sport. But if we keep talking in a war room amongst ourselves, all right, what difference does it make? If I keep preaching to the choir, what kind of impact am I going to have on the sport of boxing? Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Hey, man, I'm tired of these casuals. Okay, what if a bunch of us pugilists, just 17 of us pugilists, all right, sit down in the corner and keep talking about how great boxing was back in the day, what boxing needs to do, what a cherry picker is, and we're just preaching to the choir. How good is that for the sport? I want you to listen. Now, when I was doing my live stream commentary on Boo Boo Andrade, all right, versus Liam Williams, that got 17,000 views. When I did Jake Paul versus Ben Askren, that got 100,000 views. And I was able to share my message that I've been preaching to the choir amongst a bunch of people who never seen these eyes before. Who the hell is ShowBizz the adult? Guess what else I did? I did my best at calling the Tony Harrison versus Perella fight. Wait, a bunch? You mean 40,000 people was in here all at once? And you were talking about Tony Harrison on Showtime? You kept your integrity? Yes. You guys asked about Sam Langford. You guys asked about Roberto Duran. Who knows? Probably some kid said, hey, I'm going to join into this live stream to at least hear about the fight. And that kid father who loves boxing was sitting back, looking at TV or reading a book and overheard somebody talk about Roberto Duran. And he said, what are you watching? Oh, this guy, he's not ShowBizz the adult. Somebody he's talking. Hold on. He said Roberto Duran. What is he talking about? Now that father is talking to his son. Hey, listen to this dude. All because of Jake Paul. All because of Ben Askren. Fighting each other. That helps the sport. All because of Snoop Dogg. It helps the sport. And we have another opportunity, okay, with Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Now, as a boxing purist, that damn fight is ridiculous. I may have said this before. Floyd, one of my top 5 favorite fighters of all time. You don't help. You're not helping with the whole cherry picking argument. If you're going to cherry pick a Paul too, and I'm not talking about cherry picking a Paul over everybody else. We'll talk about that in a minute. But cherry picking the wrong Paul. Like, hold on. Jake Paul's knocking everybody out. Logan Paul ain't done shit. You see who he lost to? KSI, windmilling? Only Dad's podcast. Thank you so much. If you're going to fight a Paul, at least fight the one that's knocking everybody out. It's going to be so funny when people don't even know the difference between the Pauls. And they say, oh, Floyd's going to fight the kid that's knocking everybody out. No, he isn't. He's fighting his bigger brother. Oh, his bigger brother must be tougher. No, he isn't. He's 0-1. He's 0-1. Must be against a UFC fighter or a basketball player. No, he's 0-1 against another YouTuber. Oh, my God. He actually fought him twice. Huh? It was a draw the first time with headgear. Are you kidding me? So tell me what's fake news. Hopefully you can correct me. Olin Nelson Jr. What's the fake news? Floyd knows Logan is soft. Funny. Why do you say Paul like that? Paul may be able to take Floyd's best shots. Maybe. ShowBizz adult. You must be proud of your little brother on the Portland Trail Blazers. CJ McCullum. Yeah, I am. We make millions. Hit the Tyson Bell. If you want to do that, yeah. Associate me with great athletes in the pros, please. All right, I'm not that bad. Let me see. Speak on the show, Biz. You the man. Thank you so much. Biz, the community loves and respects you. Listen, Logan Paul clearly won that fight, but he lost. Okay, but he lost. All right. He clearly won the fight, whatever, but he lost. All right. He didn't knock out KSI. He didn't knock him out. Logan Paul knocked out Nate Robinson stepping backwards. He beat the hell out of Gibb, and then he knocked out Ben Askren in the first round. You can say whatever you want to try to cap for Logan Paul, but Jake Paul is definitely the better Paul. Can we agree on that? With that said, it is, how can I say this? It's cute. All right, hold on. Floyd probably want Nate Robinson next. Funny. Hit the Tyson Bale. Listen, it's cute to see Jake Paul against Ben Askren. Jake Paul against maybe a Conor McGregor. Jake Paul against, I don't know. That's dope. That's actually dope. I credit Jake Paul for jumping in a square circle. I do. I'm sorry. So I think that's dope. Like I told you guys before, I can watch two of anything fight. Honestly, well, not animals. I'm not good with that. But I can watch two levels of humans fight. Okay, well, not kids either. How can I put this? I can watch two women adult warriors fight. And I can watch two people in a backyard fight, a brawl. Okay? So I don't see the difference when I see Jake Paul training for something, fighting Ben Askren. I can watch that. Hold on. What kind of garbage you pushing, fool? Usman greater than Khabib. Click the garbage, clickbait garbage, and you know it. I don't know what clickbait. I'm asking a question so we can debate. That's not clickbait, idiot. Okay. I'm asking a question, and we're going to debate that later. You came too late because we spoke about that at the beginning. I said we're going to talk about and give arguments. Is it a question? And if it's not, if it's totally out of the question, okay. I'm not a cry. See how you panicked? Like, calm down, bro. If the war room says Khabib is far greater, that's not even a question. I'll be like, okay, cool, thanks. Because I'm a man. Calm down. Jake Paul versus Michael Jai Wall. What? Right. Who you got? That's cool. You feel what I'm saying? Biz. Floyd's playing chess. He's going to give both paws. Fine. I'm talking about right now. You know the future. I don't have the crystal ball yet. Let me borrow it. I'm talking about as of right now. As of right now, Floyd Mayweather's taking on Logan. Okay? What up, ShowBizz? Mayweather always needs to be relevant, right? Whether it's helps or hurt boxing as long as his pay is right. Well, I can't really blame the guy for getting to the bag. Okay? Now, I'm just saying, for me, I don't blame Mayweather for getting to the bag. For me, this is how I feel about it. Regardless, it's not cute, Mayweather fighting Logan Paul. It's not. Calling someone an idiot and claiming they panicked. Yes, sir. That's how you be a man. Good job. All right, man. Scram, skedaddle. That's what you get for jumping out of pocket. Didn't even know I was a reasonable person to talk about something. But once you come out judging and point the finger and act, then nah, you get the same energy back. So that's why you always greet somebody with respect, so you can get respect. You give respect to get. Once you came out disrespecting, dude, I don't respect anybody who disrespects me. Never. And I expect you not to do the same thing. Black Sun versus Jake Paul. ShowBizz in the corner. 100%. Black Sun to get busy. Now listen. This is how I feel. I just think Floyd Mayweather. Look, how about this? I wouldn't be into if Anthony AJ Joshua fought LeBron James. I wouldn't. That would be a bully move to me. It'd be a bully move to me. It would. Floyd Mayweather fight Logan Paul. That's a bully move to me. All right. I would want Logan Paul. He can fight whatever he wants. He can fight a UFC fighter or whatever. Box a UFC fighter. That's cool. But Floyd, one of the greatest ever. There's a lot of you that think he is the greatest ever. You don't think that's a bully move? That's not cute. Floyd Mayweather taking on Oscar De La Hoya. That's the Black Two Sugars. I respect you, bro. Much love to you. Yeah, if you come with me with the right energy, I always come back. But that's how I was always raised as a man. You come at me with bad energy, I come right back. You come at me with good energy, I respect you, bro. You know what I mean? So listen. That's how I feel. Oscar De La Hoya is talking about getting back in the ring. Fight Oscar. Okay? Manny Pacquiao's still there. Fight him. I don't care. Fight Roy Jones Jr., Legends Only League. Fight somebody fight Sugar Shane Mosley again. That'll be fight. I don't care if it's Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay? But fighting an ex-boxer, that makes more sense to me. All right? Fighting Logan Paul. You know what I mean? But that's okay, though. That's okay. Because I cannot jump down Floyd Mayweather's throat too much. I can't too much. Talking about bully moves. When you're the king of that trash, set the example, son. No. My example is this for everybody. 9 years old, 7 years old and up. If somebody disrespects you, don't give them respect. Don't ever waver or bend. That's why I'm into combat sports. Just to let you know, I'm into combat sports. I'm like that. I tell my son that. If somebody slap you upside your head, son, somebody talk about me, talk about you, talk about your mom, don't say, thank you, I'm trying to be the big. No, the bigger person is to shut them down. Hit the Tyson bell. That's how we roll. You push, I push. You don't push, I won't push you. But I respond with the same energy. That's just me. You can be different. Like I can slap you upside your head and you won't do anything. You're different. All right. But me, that's not how I move. So listen, and don't try to change me. That's just, I'm 40 years old. I'm in that. That's how I move. You smile, I smile. You frown, I frown. That's how I move. All right. So listen, listen. I'm not going to jump down Floyd Mayweather's throat too much. Okay? I'm not going to jump down Floyd Mayweather's throat too much. I'm going to tell you why. You want to know why? Wait. Let me get the black two sugars. This dude is paying to chastise you. Yeah, I know. And I'm talking back to him so he can keep paying me. I know the game, dog. I'm talking back to him, keep giving him some attention so he can keep giving me that money. Yeah, brother, I can use $1. Everybody can use $1. Okay, I don't care how much money I got. $1 goes a long way. ShowBizz, what do you think of Chavez Sr. versus Camacho Jr.? I feel like someone's getting bullied, but not sure who. Right. Hold on. I want to say this about Floyd Mayweather for a quick second. I'm not going to jump down as a warrior. I'm not going to jump down Floyd Mayweather's throat. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, respect, bro. Much love to you. I'm not going to jump down Mayweather's throat. Pause. Okay? I'm going to tell you, as a warrior, after everything I said about Floyd Mayweather, bully tactics, after all I said, let me tell you why I'm not going to jump down Floyd Mayweather's throat. Pause. Because I got to be consistent. If I'm going to make an argument, I can't do too much double talking. I can't. Let me tell you why. Did I not just compare Jake Paul to Butterbean? Did I not just compare Jake Paul to Butterbean? That's a good point. Floyd would weigh 160. Logan would weigh 190. ShowBizz versus Jake Paul early 2022. Yeah, Danny, I did. You know who fought Butterbean? One of our favorite fighters in here. Good luck on your warrior journey. Thank you so much. Hit the Tyson bell. One of our favorite fighters. You know who fought Butterbean? Larry Damn Holmes. Larry Damn Holmes. So if I'm going to walk around giving Larry Holmes respect, I can't just be disrespecting Floyd Mayweather all live stream. Hit the Tyson bell. And Larry whooped him, just like Floyd's going to whoop Logan Paul's ass. Floyd ain't going to come in great shape. He ain't come in great shape against Conor McGregor. My man said, I saw it. 100%. At 60 years old. I can't, brother. I just said, if you're an ex-boxer, hey, fight another ex-boxer. I got to be consistent. I can't keep giving some if, ands. Now I'm drawing that thin line of capping. I'm trying to be unbiased and consistent here. Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya fought Shaquille O'Neal. Shane Mosley fought Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. What else? I need a camera to film your mic drop walk off. Hit the Tyson bell. Didn't I? Yeah. But Floyd don't need your 50. He spends that on underwear every day. You don't need to give him your money if you don't want to. Yes and no. Yes and no, Prince, different. Let me tell you something. Little something about business, okay? Floyd let you know how much he need that 50. Floyd and Logan Paul, they canceled that Fan-Mio fight. They didn't get enough 50s, did they? Ooh. Shut up. COVID. They didn't get enough 50s, did they? What did I just say earlier? I don't care how much money you got. You always going to need $1. Hit the Tyson bell. Never turn down $1. Not $1. That's how you make it in the world. All right. You don't turn down no dollar. ShowBizz. What do you think about Louis? From the late 80s. Early 90s. You know what? You know what he's like to me? He's like Emil Griffith. The guys like that, I know they're great. I just don't study them enough, and I don't want to sound like an idiot. When I don't look at, I know even Emil Griffith, I didn't look at him enough. I saw when he knocked out Benny the Kid, killed him. And I remember Hurricane knocking him out in the first round and stuff like. But I don't. He's one of those guys, you know. Unlike Ezra Charles, I watch all the time. Archie Moore, I watch. Donald Curry, Tim Witherspoon. You feel what I'm saying? So I will have to get back on you on that one. Let me see. ShowBizz, do you know who Adrian Broner's next opponent is? No, but I heard Adrian Broner complaining. Adrian Broner talking about, that's a damn shame. he brought up Jake Paul. Was like, okay, I've been fighting my whole life since a kid, and I ain't bringing that type of money in. I mean, hey, look, the world's different, bro. But yeah, we brought up some guys. We brought up, Muhammad Ali taking on a wrestler. We brought up Floyd Mayweather fighting the Big Show. Mike Tyson. I think he joined Stone Cold Steve Austin to fight DX or whatever, the Generation X. Remember that? There's a lot of stuff that happened, bro, to get to the bag. All right. So and that's another thing that's tough on me. Like, you got me talking about Sweet Pea Whitaker saying that how much that affected me, and I'm buying merch, and BUSR.com is getting merch from these fighters and giving it away. And I'm like, yo, we got to support the fighters. And how Sweet Pea Whitaker went out broke, how Michael Moore just went out public saying that he's broke. All these fighters that I'm like, man, they need a retirement plan. And then I'm against Floyd Mayweather getting to the bag. I can't be. The only thing that I can criticize or when I'm speaking on it is how I personally feel when I'm watching it, because I'm going to buy it. It's my job. And I'm going to do live stream commentary for you guys. Okay, hit the Tyson bell. When I am a recipient of what's being broadcasted, I it's my right to say if that's despicable or not, if that's ridiculous or not. I don't have to give everything credit. But at the same time, though, I am talking about how these fighters need a retirement plan. I was just doing a self-assessment on me. And I was just like, I think this is natural. I remember not Sonny Liston, but Jack Johnson was fighting at 50-something, 60 years old, right? Didn't Jack Johnson have a few fights where he was going all over the world, kind of a circus act thing? He'll take a dive, or you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if you know. But Jack Johnson was getting that in. I think Joe Louis was reffing. It's just, you know what I mean? Yeah, just trying to get to the bag the best way you know how. No more noon streams. No, I just a day or two, you know what I mean? today I had something to do. So when when you're working for yourself, it's like I can make an adjustment. I just a day or two. I'm back on it. No big deal. Oh, so slick and mentally sound. You got the life thing figured out. See you in your dream. Oh, he said he's Freddy Krueger. That dude said, "Ha ha! See you in your dreams." That dude was just like, "Ha ha! I got the power." Now you're fighting with power. I forgot how it went. Hey, look, man, comment threats and stuff like that is is immature, man. No one cares. No one cares. Keep sending the super chat. Please keep sending the super chat. But come on, man. Nobody cares. Another comment, another, oh, see you in your dreams. I mean, we can, this is all make believe. Okay. Everything you're doing is leave it alone. All right. So look, another comment. Watch how I say a dope comment. Hey, it doesn't, it won't, brother, it won't bother me. It won't bother me. All right, man. So let's move on. We spent 40 minutes on Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to go until we finish everything. But let's move on. What do you guys think of? Hey, do you guys want to talk about the Jamal Charlo thing or the Usman thing? Usman and Masvidal thing? Because I'm very curious in what you guys think there. ShowBizz, would you train me? I probably don't have time to be a trainer. Usman versus Masvidal. You guys want to talk about that or just cover? Okay, Charlo. So let's talk about Charlo. Look, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you this, man. And I said it earlier. If you guys weren't around, I reached out to Mark Breeland. I gave him a congratulations. I am so happy for Mark Breeland. You guys don't understand. I'd rather see James Toney and Riddick Bowe debate computer components. Than Mayweather versus Paul. That sounds like the most boring thing ever, dog. James Toney and Riddick Bowe debating computer. All right, so I reached out to Mark Breeland. I told him, "Oh, Daryl, my man, congratulations to Mark Breeland for getting back to the bag." Yes. Yeah. Hey, Daryl, first and foremost, I want to say this, Daryl. Okay, thank you for the $50 super chat. And you guys, for all of you who are asking about my Cash App, I'm not sure you can see it on the screen, but that's the Cash App. But do what you do. What's more convenient for it? It really doesn't matter. But just for the few of you guys who are like, "Hey, man, what's your Cash App?" I put it up there. But listen, Big Dog, what happened with the Pac-Man Crawford talks? The buzz died down like crazy. Yeah, but I'm not bothered by it. Okay, maybe they just kind of stopped talking. All right, think about this, El Lobo. When people are talking a lot, guys go, "Ah!" Right? Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, everybody talking about AJ Tyson Fury. Stop talking. Hey, wake me up when you have the announcement. And now when people aren't talking, Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford, "Ah!" Right? We haven't heard anything. So, there's always going to be, you know what I mean? So for me, I'm not panicking yet. I'm just kind of like, all right, well, whenever I hear something, I hear something, you know what I mean? And Anthony AJ, that's why I like the information. That's why I wasn't going crazy. I love the information. Every little thing. We're thinking about this venue. We're thinking about this one. We're thinking about that venue. We're thinking about this date. They signed this. Now they signed that. I love that. I love the information. I was excited about it, especially somebody who loves the sport, who wants undisputed heavyweight lineal champion more than anything, right? One had the baddest man on the planet. I want that more than anything. I think that is boxing. All right, when you know who the heavyweight champion is. Who is the heavyweight champion of the world? I'm tired of not knowing that. All right. So when you know if you talk to a pugilist, you know what they're going to say. "Oh my God, ninja backhand." What you got to say? "No cap. I just love the way you respond. Wow. And deal with BS. You're actually an inspiration to me. Wow. And you're an emotionally intelligent man. All love." Dang. Hit the Tyson bell. Wow. Jay, hit me, Jay. Hit me. You can't do it. You see what my man Ninja did? He was just like, all right, man, I'm done playing. Here's $100, bro. That was bad love, man. That was bad love. I like talking about turning the franchise around. That was mad love. He said, all right, I'm done picking. Here's $100 super chat. I'm about to chill out. This guy's weird. No, man. I'm gonna tell you what Ninja backhand is. All right. I didn't know this initially, but let me tell you what Ninja backhand is. He told you what his name was, but on top of that, there are guys like that I grew up with around the block who always has something to say, but he just joshing, he just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He just breaking your balls. You know what I mean? Hey, ShowBizz, you know, hey, when you gonna sink your eyes back into your sockets? It's like, brother, why are you always on my back? But it's like if a fight breaks out, you find out he fought for you. That's what he is. That's what he is. All right, man. Look. What was I going to say? Yeah, I love the information, but I was going to say something else. Okay, yeah. So Mark Breeland, right? Look here. Like I said earlier, the whole agenda thing, when you push, just hold on real quick. Oh, another super chat. Manny is a legend, but his name has been tied to McGregor. Hasn't been tied. Mikey, Ryan Garcia. Oh, I get what you're saying. And now Crawford. Okay, if this falls through, maybe time to just retire. No, not if you want to fight. Simple as put. If you a guy who just wants to fight, you can't go. If it's just digging into you, you can't go. Okay. The thing is, Manny got a whole country to carry. I cannot even imagine the stress that he's under. Okay, I know he got big calves, but damn. Damn. Okay. I know he got big calves, but that's a lot of world to carry. Okay. With that said, if you have the heart and the desire, the will to fight, then you won't be happy unless you punch somebody in the face. I can actually get that. That's why when I look at Holyfield versus Kevin McBride, I'm just like, Kevin McBride, I'm not sure, I can't speak for, but Holyfield, that dude, if he ain't fighting, he's dying, bro. And that's the Black Two Sugars. That is the Black Two Sugars. So listen, it's not over till it's over, right? And like I said, if as soon as Manny Pacquiao signs on the dotted line against Terrence Crawford, he's top 10 pound for pound of all time. Yeah. As soon as Manny Pacquiao say, bam, as soon as he say, boom, I'm like, he's top 10 pound for pound of all time. Honestly, I'm not sure if he has to fight the guy. Bro, I'm so serious about this. If he signs and the fight falls through, I'm like, he is this great. He accomplished all those things because he's insane. And the more crazy you are, the greater you are in this sport. All right. Sugar Ray Robinson was crazy. Harry Greb, Muhammad Ali, those boys were crazy, especially the Jack Johnsons and John L. Sullivan and the Bob Fitzsimmons and the Sam Langfords back in the day. Okay, moving up and fighting heavyweights and all that stuff. Joe Walcott, the first Joe Walcott, him, being a little lightweight fighting middleweights and stuff. Like, those guys are, the greater you are, the crazier you are. If this guy signs on that line for Crawford, he's top 10, bro. But let's get back to Mark Breeland. I'm sorry, you guys. I get derailed, but I got it. All the super chats. I'm going to give you your money's worth. Mark Breeland. Listen. I went so hard, pause, on Mark Breeland. You guys saw it. You saw it. You guys saw me go for lives, for videos, go on and on for Mark Breeland. You saw that. Because there was no way a guy who is just a jewel for the sport. All right. You're talking about a guy who represented us in the Olympics and the greatest American boxing Olympic team of all time. Brought home the gold. Greatest American amateur of all time. Lomachenko may be the greatest amateur boxer of all time. But Mark Breeland is the best, arguably the greatest American amateur of all time. And then you have this guy who goes into the pros, give us action-packed, thrilling fights, 2-time welterweight champion. He did all of this, okay? 6-time Hall of Famer, all over. And then takes a guy who never laced up a pair of boxing boots, okay, or put in a gum shield or boxing gloves until he was a grown-ass man, and he makes him a 10-time defending WBC heavyweight world champion. Huh? We're going to throw that guy away? All because somebody said egg-shaped form? Oh, you just going to run him through the mud? So I linked up. I talked to, I'm not going to name drop. I talked to a few guys who've been in the game for years. It made them an animal. Okay, there's rules to this. I wrote me a manual, a step-by-step booklet so you can get your game on track, not your wig pushback. I spoke to those guys, and they were like, yo, ShowBizz, you're doing the right thing. I kept fighting for Mark Breeland. Mark Breeland reached out. Hey, yo, man, I appreciate it. I mean, you know how he's so cool and so basic. Hey, I like your channel. I appreciate it, man. Like, and go and like the class act that he is goes on about his business. Okay. So Mark Breeland, congratulations, because Jamal Charlo is a badass. And Jamal Charlo got length and long arms just like you did. Facts are in the bank. Jamal Charlo can punch like he can hit hard just like you could. Okay. He's a fighter just like you were, just like you still are. Right. I saw you stand up for yourself. That's beautiful. And Jamal Charlo, for the Charlos to say, hey, in the heat of everything, if you didn't think that Tyson Fury cheated, then you're not black. And they're with the PBC. And they stood in the heat of all that. And when they were asked, do you think Tyson Fury cheated? They were like, nah, I just think Tyson Fury whooped that ass. I was like, yo, I'm not. They stayed true to themselves. Stay true to themselves. In the bank. In the bank. Oh, I got a Cash App. Wow. So one of you guys are like, hey, man, I get down. For listening to you all the time. Great show. Thank you. Oh, another Cash App. Up offing it. Wow. Thank you guys so much. Arthur Hawkins, thank you so much. So I was like, I'm not alone. They stayed true to themselves. Okay. That was beautiful. And then they went the extra step, like, hell, nobody's going to pick up this jewel. Mark Breeland is a jewel. Nobody's going to pick him up. He's a class act. Nobody's going to pick him up. I'm picking him up, bro. And here's another thing. In your opinion, what do you think is the main reason Mark Breeland wasn't able to take full reign of Bomb Squad? Bronze Bomber able to take full reign of the. This is a slippery slope, Ninja Backhand. Slippery slope, because now I'm starting. Now with my ignorance, I have to guess. You know, then you start kind of like pointing the finger and don't realize it. I'm just going to do it like this. I think whatever issue they had nothing to do with the bottled water or nothing like that. I think the issues they had been going on for a while. Okay. And I've seen those issues many times. Okay. I am siding on the side of Mark Breeland. All right. Because when I respect those who did it before us. And maybe he was saying things that, hey, this is why I got my head knocked off, bro. Mark Breeland got knocked. Not to laugh at you, Mark, but you got knocked the hell out. You got knocked the hell out. You got knocked the hell out. I remember that fight because you kept your head way in the sky like Ryan Garcia, Mark. So, you know, maybe Mark said things and I remember reading a Ring mag. How about this, Ninja Backhand? I remember reading a Ring magazine where Mark Breeland said to Ring publicly, he said Deontay Wilder doesn't fight as well as I did when I was 11 years old. So statements like that for a proud Deontay Wilder, I'm sure he wasn't having it, bro. Maybe Mark Breeland said things. If he said that to Ring Magazine, to the whole world, I'm sure Deontay Wilder overheard things from his boys like, hey, man, Mark Breeland calling you trash. Mark Breeland said you don't train enough and you don't listen. Who knows? I'm guessing. I'm just saying I can understand both sides. I can understand Mark Breeland saying you are technically flawed and you got to focus. And it pissing him off. And I can understand Deontay Wilder being like, man, I'm knocking everybody out, though. Be patient. Or don't talk junk about me. So whatever it is, they just fell out. They just fell out, bro. Okay? It wasn't a match made. Hit the Tyson bell. Been missing your live podcast, bro. Been on my, oh man, be on your Grizzly. This one is for all the missed podcasts up off net. Thanks, James. ShowBizz, a better way of boxing television. Thank you so much. ShowBizz, the next boxing voice of YouTube. No fingers in any direction on my end. Just wanted your input. Thanks for the real. Thank you so much. Yeah, that is difficult. It's difficult. You know, but yeah, man, I still think Mark Breeland has a lot to offer. You know what I mean? How about this? You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, no. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what I think it is. I think Diaz is the problem. I suspect he has Wilder's ear when he should have listened to Breeland. But we're just speculating. I hear you. Oh my God, I hear you. Because he definitely gained Deontay Wilder's trust. For Deontay Wilder to really, okay, look, build it and they will come. Look, though I don't think Tyson Fury cheated because I just believe in everyone doing their jobs, okay? At the same time, the funny business were the gloves. Ninja, 338, MJ, ShowBizz, Ninja got to stick together. Oh, Ninja's got to stick together. I know today was going to be this type of live stream. Hit me, Jay. Hit me. You can't do it. Pine oil. Thank you so much. Gosh, thank you so much. Yeah, damn. What was I going to say? Let me get the black two sugars. Where was I? Oh, though I don't think Tyson Fury cheated, the funny business are the gloves. It's just too much. You got sparring partners looking at the porn stuffing out of the glove. I don't know what that. My thing is, I don't know what that cart was. Were they gloves? They don't have to be gloves he was technically using. They could have just been garbage. But I just don't know. You just take his word for it or not. You do have the pictures that look real pancake flat, and you got. Well, I understood this. I knew what was going on with that. But I'm just saying, if there's any speculations that's worth throwing around there, it would have to be the gloves, never the water. The water was ridiculous. The gloves would be the only thing, and JD's was responsible for that. And Mark Breeland got fired, JD's didn't. That's why I can understand why you said I think it's JD's. I can understand. He obviously got JD's trust. All right. And positive vibes to the war room and be it my man. Ninjas do as ninjas does. What the dog? Ninja backhand got the bag. I'm sorry. Ruiz is working out live. I'm out. Oh, much love to you. So listen. When it comes to Mark Breeland and Deontay Wilder, sustained. For whatever reason, they fell out. All right. They fell out. What I wanted to say was this. I got sidetracked. I've seen this before. When a great trainer, a great boxing mind which Mark Breeland is. He's the greatest American amateur of all time. He's Olympic gold medalist, 2-time welterweight world champion, and he's an older gentleman. So he had time to look back, assess, and even get wiser. Okay. I've seen it before. Do you know when I saw it? I'm going to tell you when I saw it. I'm going to tell you when I saw it. Do anyone remember when Emmanuel Stewie, I love you, boy, and the G-Man, Mark McClellan, how him and the G-Man fell out? You guys remember that? Freddie Roach too. Teddy Atlas, Michael Moore too. But, yep, Emmanuel Stewie was pressing the G-Man. The G-Man wanted to do what the G-Man did. He knocked everybody out. If you lost to the G-Man, you lost in under 5 rounds. You lost under 3 rounds by knockout. Every one of the G-Man's victories were KOs under 3 rounds. There was only one that went beyond that, and that was a 5-rounder. Algorithm. I think that was Julian the Hawk Jackson. But there was only one of his victories. None of them went to the decision, and they ain't even go far. He knocked them all out. You want to talk about bomb squad? That's the G-Man. All right. And then you have Stewie saying, hey, you're going to have to work on this and that, because one day, bro, you're going to bump into something that is going to be able to absorb what you're dishing out and then start giving it back. The nightmare. Nigel Benn, sustained. G-Man wasn't hearing it. Now, of course, we know what happened. That's nobody's fault, okay? But what I'm saying is, they had that split. Mark Breeland, Deontay Wilder, kind of resembles that, where you have Deontay Wilder knocking everybody out. Mark Breeland kind of knowing one day you're going to bump into a Tyson Fury. I saw you against Tyson Fury before. One day you're going to bump into an AJ, an Andy Ruiz, somebody who's not going to waver. They ain't going to give a damn about that right hand, just like Ortiz didn't when he had you rocked all over the ring. I ended up knocking him out, though. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you can't just be a sniper. You're going to have things. Obviously, that was the case from Mark Breeland's side. Obviously, that was the case. Biz, top 5 trainers of all time. Oh, my God. For your opinion. Oh, my goodness. That's very tough. You got Arcel. You got Customato. You got Stewie. You got Angelo Dundee. I'm going to tell you another guy, though. I'm going to tell you another guy who trained the guy. What's his name? God, he's a famous trainer. What's his name? He trained Jack Dempsey. He trained Joe Gans. This guy was incredible. What's his name? That is 100. Thank you so much. What's his name? Oh, no. He trained Jack Dempsey. Matter of fact, I have a book on it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. No, not Freddie Roach. Hold on 1 second. Blackburn. No. Hold on. Another Cash App. I like Uncle Raj too. He just doesn't have the Floyd Mayweather Sr. may be better than Uncle Raj. Thank you for the Cash App. Thank you so much, Cleophas. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cleophas. I'm gonna tell you who. I'm gonna tell you. What's that guy name? God dog it. Yep. Jimmy DeForest. That's his name. Jimmy DeForest. Let me tell you something about Jimmy DeForest. Jimmy DeForest, he trained. Let me tell you who he trained. Jimmy DeForest trained Jack Dempsey. He trained Jim Jeffries. All right. He trained Stanley Ketchel and Joe Gans. Dog. Jimmy DeForest. Actually, this was a good article. They had let me tell you this article real quick too. They had a mythical matchup. Rocky Marciano versus Jack Dempsey. And I'm gonna tell you real quick. They were talking. They called the fight up in here. They called the fight. I want all the smoke. Ha. And they give the mythical fight how it goes. Anyway, long story short, they gave it to Jack Dempsey knockout second round. They say he'd knock him out in the second round. I was like, woo, because I could never really call that. I was thinking Rocky Marciano would get back up, but I know he'd drop Rocky. But they said Jack Dempsey would knock him out second round. Hit the Tyson Bell. And if you think that, then you know Sonny Liston would have punched a hole through his face. With that jab, Sonny Liston would have punched a hole through Rocky Marciano's face, and that's the Black Two Sugars. That's Rocky would have given it a go, but Sonny Liston would have punched a hole through his face, and everybody knew it. And that's the Black Two Sugars, bro. That's the Black Two Sugars. Watch Rocky Marciano fight and watch Sonny Liston fight. That's the Black. Watch them fight, and you tell me that's a horrible matchup. For not saying that Sonny Liston is greater than Rocky Marciano. That's a horrible matchup. ShowBizz, one network in the making. Thank you so much. There's you say that enough to where I've turned down things because it's like, hey, look, I may be one network in the making, bro. You want to talk about conditioning somebody. You say the same things over and over. I'm like, wait a minute, I can have my own. Man, I can have my own. So look, algorithm. Thank you so much. Very true, Biz. Oh yes. Rocky was overrated. Yeah, but he's underrated too. He's had some great fights, and that guy had power from the first round to the end. He was a hell of a fighter. Okay. But Sonny Liston dribbled his ass off the canvas. All right. So I see people want to check out the Andy Ruiz thing. So we're going to talk about this real quick because I want to check out Andy Ruiz too. The #1 boxing channel on YouTube. Thank you so much. Before I get into that, algorithm. Thank you so much. Wow. Biz, all BS aside, and I love him, but Deontay Wilder seems off point. What does he need to do to get back into good graces of the people? Ninja backhand is quick. Ninja is quick. Number one, I'm gonna tell you, and this is not. Look, he doesn't have to go this way, but I'm gonna tell you what he can do. He could come to this community. Yo. Let me tell you. One, he could come to this community. All right. If I were to get an interview with Deontay Wilder, I would definitely highlight what makes him a beast. And then I would try to reach into so he can say, forget about in the bank. Forget about me. He needs to reach into what is bothering him. He covers up what's bothering him. He needs a megaphone. He needs to get on somebody's platform and talk about what's bothering him. If you listen to him, what egg-shaped form? Great seeing your streams again. Thank you so much. Egg-shaped form has overshadowed what really bothering him. Y'all threw in the towel and made me feel like a quitter. That is bothering him. Get that point across in a emotional way. That is what's bothering him. It ain't egg-shaped form. YouTube. Thank you so much. He's repeating what everybody else is saying. It ain't egg-shaped form. It ain't he spiked the water. Me and Mark Breeland ain't been getting along forever. That's why he's fired. He threw in the damn towel. You made me look like a quitter. I hate losing, period. And I lost to Tyson Fury on Black History Month. Do you understand with his blackness, how much that means to him? That hurts Wilder. He feel like he let people down. That hurts. He needs to say what's real. Yo. And he needs to know that his people haven't thrown him away and proud of him. Bro, you could lose and we're fine. You could easily say, hey, I got my ass whooped. When the first video he made was an egg-shaped form. The first video he made was your king will rise again. That was the attitude. That's the attitude. It got overshadowed by everything else. He needs to go on a campaign. Tyson Fury, he got me. There's a lot of things that I feel funny about. Screw it. We cannot prove it either way. He got me. But I'm going to knock out Andy Ruiz's ass. I'm going to knock out Dillian White. I'm going to have as many bodies as I possibly can until Tyson Fury let everybody know that he is done running from me. He's going to have to face Bomb Squad. Because I gave him this platform when I fought him the first time. Nobody was fighting Tyson Fury. He is a high risk, low reward, and I fought the man. You owe me. That's the narrative. That's it. Let people know what's bothering him. And then have the gumption. I'm going to knock everybody out until I avenge that loss. That would be a hungry gladiator, and everybody be ready for him. Mike Tyson did the same thing. What did Mike Tyson say? I lost the fight. Who cares? I lost the fight. When he lost to Buster Douglas. Y'all think I'm crying? Everybody lose. I lost the fight. And then he fought Razor Ruddock and knocked him out. That's what Wilder needs to do. Wilder, I'm one of your biggest fans from Mobile, Alabama. Do a ShowBizz interview. We love you here. Bomb Squad. Yep. Needs to stop listening to what everyone has to say and focus on bettering himself and getting back in the ring. Wilder is still dangerous with that punching power. YouTube, 100%. Hold on real quick. I think sustained. Amen. Yep. Build it and they will come. Yep. Wilder needs to stop listening to his fans and echoing them. Yeah, get another KO. He's utterly capable. Take the L. Yes. Yes. Algorithm. Yes. That's what you do. Let me tell you something. What Wilder went through for the community. I'm going to tell you what was more painful. What Wilder went through wasn't even that painful. When Wilder lost, it was painful for Wilder. When Wilder lost, we were good. Us Wilder fans, we were good. The boxing, he took one. We were like, they got 3 fights. They got another fight. He took that one. Now he knows what to do. Wilder could have knocked him out the 3rd fight, and it could have been, and that's the thing. COVID messed things up too, in the bank. But I'm going to tell you what was more painful than that was Adrian Broner losing to Maidana. See, Adrian Broner was running off at the mouth. Maidana wasn't the greatest welterweight in the world. See, Tyson Fury was the #1 heavyweight in the world. That's different. Maidana wasn't the #1 welterweight in the world. Adrian Broner was calling Floyd his big brother. Hey, I'm undefeated, chewing gum. And then got rocked all around the ring. And then to try to save face, he tried to hump Maidana in the ring. Maidana rocked his ass, turned him around and humped him back. Pause. That was a big pause moment. But what I'm saying is Adrian Broner, what happened, and then he had a broken jaw and he went walking out like this. And Adrian Broner came back. and lost time after time again. Say, I'm gonna sell bricks, man. and kept. He humbled himself enough to say, hey, I got to fight to stay out of trouble. If Adrian Broner came back from that, Wilder wasn't that bad. Wilder loss wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad to go through everything that we all going through. Egg-shaped form. We didn't have to go through all that. We didn't have to go through all that. It wasn't that bad. We didn't have to go through all that. And that's the black two sugars. Let me tell you this. His loss to Tyson Fury was actually an eye-opener for the WBC. They try to make Bridger weight. That's definitely, that was inspired by the Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder ass whooping. And that's the black two sugars. Actually, this was black one sugar. I couldn't even do a lot of sugars today. But the fact that Tyson Fury came in 6'9", almost 280 pounds, and Wilder came in looking like a whole different weight class, the WBC loved Wilder enough. The WBC was like, yo, that right there, how did you expect a man to beat that? On the real. Because Tyson Fury isn't just 6'9", 275 pounds, whatever he was. He's 6'9", 275 pounds of moving, beautiful heavyweight. It was like, hey, is that a different weight class? Yo, that's what that fight, that loss wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad for him to say egg-shaped form. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. All right, man, look. But that's what Wilder has to do. And the respect to come quick. Hey, man, you caught me at a low point. You caught me at a low point. How about Muhammad Ali? Muhammad Ali was talking hella, was saying Frazier wasn't a real black man. I'm fighting for the cause. He split the nation and black people in half. Fought Frazier. Frazier dropped his ass. Bam. While he was falling, his jaw swelled up. And he, which pay-per-view are you watching June 5th, Biz? Floyd Mayweather going to be June 6th. They talking about Sunday. So I'm watching Teofimo Lopez. Let me tell you something. And as soon as he got out the hospital, he was in the hospital for weeks. As soon as he got out the hospital, start before you're ready. As soon as he got out the hospital, Howard Cosell put the mic in it. They're saying you're not the man that you once were. Just making them just hard interviews. Yeah, he broke your jaw. Look at how your jaw is swollen on that side. Hard interviews. And Ali came back. Rumble in the Jungle. Thriller Manila, lost to Spinks, beat Spinks, got his belt back. 3-time champion, Muhammad Ali came back. One way to your way. So that Wilder loss wasn't that bad. So let's talk about this. Usman Masvidal. Is it crazy to say Kamaru Usman may be better? Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Let me know. I'm asking. I'm not telling. I'm asking. If you look at the victories, if you look at the Tyron Woodleys, the Burns, the not Masvidal, Khabib Nurmagomedov, is Usman better than Khabib Nurmagomedov? That's all I'm asking. If you look at Tyron Woodley, Masvidal, Kobe Covington, Burns, Leon Edwards, all those boys, okay? Dos Santos, all those boys, he is better. Is Usman better than Khabib Nurmagomedov? I misspoke when I said Masvidal. Usman has to take it to the ground for a unanimous decision. I saw him knock out Covington. He stood and struck with him. I saw him knock out Gilbert Burns with a jab. That's what I saw. Maybe I saw a different fight. Khabib Nurmagomedov definitely has to take it to the ground. What are you talking about? Khabib Nurmagomedov definitely takes it to the ground. You never seen Khabib all bloody. No, I haven't. I never seen Khabib all bloody. So do you rank greatness based on the lack of blood? I don't know. I don't know. That's on you. That's on you. I've seen Sugar Ray Robinson bloodied up. I've seen Joe Calzaghe now look so bloody. Who's greater? You base it on blood? That's your argument? Usman definitely has better striking. He has better striking than one of the better wrestlers. What good are wins without the courage to flop? Now, Khabib Nurmagomedov, he got Conor McGregor. He dropped Conor. He was going to stand up with Conor. So you got Khabib is a GOAT. I understand that. I'm just asking, is it crazy? And Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, I got all that. I'm just saying, is it crazy? Don't mess with his legacy. That's what I'm saying. Is it, you don't ask about Khabib. I don't know why. It's not like he's GSP or Royce Gracie or Matt Hughes or somebody from the beginning. He just retired. I'm just at, can no one ever be greater than him? Hit the Tyson, hit the like button, please. Hit the Tyson bell. Thank you so much. Usman is better than Masvidal as far as groundwork concerned. Masvidal has a gangster's chance. Also, Masvidal kicks like a mule. We'll see. Oh, well, you talking about that fight, Masvidal Usman? Yeah. I think Usman going to try to stand and strike with him, which is why I've been reluctant on making a bet. I think Usman got a big chip on his shoulder, but John Jones the same way, and he's probably the GOAT. John Jones went and took down Daniel Cormier. You don't do that. And he said, man, I'm slamming him and everything. Okay, so he showed his greatness. That the chip on your shoulder, that makes you great. So Usman got that. Build it and they will come. Khabib never lost a single round. Good point. His entire career. But yes, Usman has a way better resume, better than GSP's resume too. That's what I'm saying. Usman's resume is better. Yeah, John Jones' resume is ridiculous. Usman may be better. That is okay. How about this? How about Khabib got better jiu-jitsu? I know he got better wrestling. He probably got better jiu-jitsu, probably. But and Usman has better stand-up. I'm gonna do it like this, okay? He lost 2 rounds. Yeah, I know. There are people who actually counted his rounds lost, and you guys say he had 2 rounds lost. I've heard that before. I've heard people say 1 round. People say he didn't collectively lose a round. I've heard that. I've heard that about Roy Jones for 10 years. He didn't collectively lose a round. It was like, it's crazy. I'm just going to end it like this because we always end it with UFC. I'm just going to say it like this. As long as I know in the war room, I wasn't crazy for saying that. Okay? Because when it's all said and done, don't be shocked if Kamaru Usman ends up a GOAT. All I'm saying is Khabib has dominated every fight he been in. You never questioned any of his fights. Facts. And Usman has a better resume. Usman is better than Khabib. He cleaned his division out once. How he's rematching the dudes he already beat. Now look, that's another thing. I want to say this too. I'm not sure. Talent does not ask. It is offered. It comes in your way. Believe it. I'm going to say this. Has Usman ever left a fight on the table? Has put him in a ring together. Has Usman, is the June 6th fight is not confirmed. It's not confirmed. That's like a soft date. Has Usman in the bank? No. Usman never. Hey, Biz and the community. Much love to you. Usman never left a fight on the table. I want everybody to collectively say the fight that Khabib Nurmagomedov left on the table. Everybody, go ahead. It's only going to take a second. What's more hungry? Who's more hungry? I got Usman all day. Usman's more hungry. Definitely. Everybody all at once. What fight did Khabib Nurmagomedov leave on the table? Tell me the fight. We all said Usman hasn't left a fight. Tony Ferguson, Townie. Best Life say I got Usman. Bro, yo, Hey, man, there may be a chance that Usman is better than Khabib Nurmagomedov. I'm just gonna leave it like that, Joe. ShowBizz, a better way of boxing. Yo, I was sitting back looking at Usman because I'm ready to place a bet on the fight, Usman and Masvidal. And I'm should I bet on a knockout? And I'm doing that, okay? Because I won some good money with Jake Paul. Jake Paul won me some good money. All right. Usman, better resume than GSP. Please, once Usman beats a Sarah, okay, Hughes, Bisping, okay, yeah, Penn, yeah. I could go on. Also, Usman, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna leave the GSP thing. Leave that alone. But listen. I was preparing to place a bet on this fight for a knockout, and I'm looking at tape. Facts are in the bank. And I'm looking at tape, and I began to say, hey, man, he may be better than Khabib Nurmagomedov. That's it. And I just want to know if I was crazy. Khabib is undefeated. So is Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather ain't greater than Ali. Period. He ain't greater than Ali, bro. He ain't greater than Henry Armstrong, Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis. Period. Undefeated, though. Joe Calzaghe, undefeated. Joe Calzaghe ain't greater than Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I don't care what you say. All right? He's undefeated, yes, but he's not greater than Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Andre Ward, he's undefeated, right? But he's not greater than Marvelous Marvin Hagler. No way. No way. So we can leave the undefeated thing alone. ShowBizz adult. Thank you all for coming out, man. This was a great live stream. I didn't expect an hour and 20 minutes. Great live stream. Thank you for Ninja Backhand for just real recognized real. Ninja Backhand was looking extremely familiar. And coming out like, all right, man, I'm done picking it. That was like the illest the War Room has seen. That was dope. I'm out. That was some legendary stuff right there.